And we are live. We're back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast, the #1 men's podcast in the fucking world. Yes. We got Rollo Tomassi in the house and Dr.RedPill. We got a lot to talk to y'all about. It's been a minute.
And we're all wearing shades today.
Yes. But we're back. Let's get into it.
We're on a mission from God.
Yeah. We're back.
And we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast, man. It's been a week since we've been on this motherfucker, but we're here now, man. So, goddamn it, we got a very important show for you guys today.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the dark future, guys, that's ahead for women and guys, too, guys. And honestly, it's for everyone's going to suffer. I would tell y'all.
It's already here, man.
I met up with Rollo yesterday, and we took a whole bunch of fucking notes on, you know, the current sexual marketplace and what's going on and looking at certain trends and everything else like that. We sat for about 3 to 4 hours, me, Rollo, and Dr.RedPill in the back there. And I'm going to have them basically introduce themselves. But real quick, before we do that, quick announcements, patreon.com/FreshFit. Go ahead and get all the crazy scene stuff there. Fresh.
And we just uploaded a video of Meg McQueen's yacht party. And behind the scenes, man, someone's going down. We couldn't post on YouTube. If you want to see what happened on the yacht, type into Patreon because
and you do want to see what happened.
It was I showed earlier. Like, yeah, brother.
Yeah,
just crazy.
Definitely.
You should come on the yacht, bro.
Yeah, I'm here till Tuesday. Let's do it again.
Booking your yacht, Cherry.
All right, we'll do it on the weekend.
And then also, guys, go ahead and check us out on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Every single platform you guys listen to podcasts, we're there. Just make sure you wear headphones so you don't get fired from your job. Also, check us out on the FreshandFit Podcast store. Get the merch. Okay, right now I'm not wearing the merch. Wait, you guys know
why?
Is that a hairline?
Why?
Yes, I have a hairline.
Have a hairline. Let's see how long it'll last.
And before, you know what? Let me get through the goddamn announcements before you fucking start talking shit. All right?
The merch,
I know you were talking.
Fucking poverty headphones.
You were behind me for 2 seconds. Yeah. By the way, I had to put these headphones on, guys, because I can't put a fucking thing on top. And I had to. And I'm wearing no shirt underneath this motherfucker. All right, because I can't even put anything above my head right now. But it's a crazy time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why, bro. I'm fucking basically naked under
we all
this.
look like cult members.
This thing had surgery, bro.
Yeah, I had surgery and I'm still here somehow.
I told him, yo, you know what? I would have went bald, bro. Like, I just would have went bald. Surgery?
It could be worse. You could have a really bad stutter. But
I know.
Wait.
Hey, we're working on it, though.
Like, you can't even insult me. And so, Chris fucking standing behind me as I'm trying to. The reason why we're late, guys, by the way, is, well, number one,
combination.
Usual, Chris comes right before the fucking show. And then so does Walt. And then also, as you guys know, the technology always fucking craps out when right before something happens. And what ended up happening was I got a new computer, guys. We had a computer and we had it upgraded, so we shouldn't have this static noise anymore. But as usual, anytime I get a new piece of equipment, we upgrade something happens right before we went live, and we kept having audio issues. So we fixed it, and that's why we're a little bit late. But long story short, I'm there fixing this shit, right? And Chris is behind me, like just standing there, fucking waiting for me to finish it. This nigga breathing hard as fuck. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is your resting heart rate? 95? Like, dude, what the hell is going on here? And he's like, yeah, well, you know, man. It's always, yo, real talk. Anytime you roast Chris, right? You'll make a valid critique. Yo, you breathe hard as fuck. Well, you know, you got to say, I'm a teacher. I was a teacher. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Well, you know, man. Come on, man.
High resting heart rate.
Hey, Chris, it's fucking, Tuesday at 11 in the morning. Why are you drunk and smell like booze? Well, you know, man.
I was a teacher.
I used to major in art at school. So,
that's not even the worst part.
What does that have to do with anything?
Niggas be in the club drunk. Girls be like, who's breathing that hard?
Fresh, really in a club?
It's like the Wolf Man.
Really in a club and Fresh with music on, you can hear me?
Nigga, it'd be loud as hell.
Yes. Not even that. So anytime you guys hear like random breathing in the back, I figured out what it is. It's fucking Chris. I used to think all the time, yo, it's Mo's fat ass. It's not Mo. Because Mo knows he's a fat ass. He moves the mic all the way to the other side. Y'all don't know that. That's why Mo, anytime I'm like, hey Mo, what's your take? Niggas takes forever. Oh shit. Start scrambling, and adrenaline hits, and he moves the mic, then he adjusts and everything, but he keeps it all the way over here to make sure no one can hear his mouth breathing. But Chris, on the other hand, is a mouth breather, guys. Okay? So
that was Hero.
Yeah. See, that was Hero. Like, no excuse. Like, it's amazing to me. You'll make a valid critique, bro, and you'll come out of nowhere, you know, man, and come up with some weird ass like excuse for why something is happening. They're like, Chris thinks the earth is flat. I'm like, what? What makes you think that? Well, you know, my mom might name me Aaron, so I think it was like, what? I didn't find out until I was 18, which is real, by the way. He didn't know his real name was Aaron until he became 18. Yeah, this nigga went through life with the name Chris for 18 years, right? No one thought, and no one thought like, oh, well, you know, like your school teacher never told you, like, hey, by the way, your government name on here is Aaron. Nobody?
No, because it was Christopher Aaron Parkson the whole time. So yeah, whatever.
Yo, ask people, yo, you know my producer Chris? He's like, wait, who's Chris? I know Aaron. Could you, bro? You like, do you even have a passport?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long story. Nowadays, man. Bro,
think about this shit in a dangerous sense. Like, let's say you're in fucking Iran, nigga, and like you're getting chased, and you see the U.S. embassy, you're like, fuck, and you make it in there. Yo, no way, yo, son, let me in. Are you an American citizen? I am. What's your name? Chris. Aaron Parkson. Sorry, nigga. You ain't one of us. We can't find you anywhere. What's your social? This is my social. That's an Aaron Parkson. That's fraud, nigga. That we definitely ain't fucking helping you. And then next thing you know, the Mohammeds just start shooting at him, and he's fucking done. Nigga said, stop. I see a teacher. Stop. It's a teacher. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to say something. He's gonna stop. Don't show. This nigga wanna fall. Oh shit. Hey, let's go be him already, bro. Let's go be him, man. Oh my god. I'm acting for better effect.
Nigga, you just had surgery though, man.
Yeah, you gotta chill, nigga.
Oh, you gotta chill, man. God damn.
Yo, I gotta get real enactment here.
Yeah, but it's so Wednesday, man. Yeah, Before you know, he needs a cane and shit.
I think he needs another week off.
No, I don't need another week off. This is fucking awesome.
Too much medication, man.
How am I gonna really impersonate him getting shot by terrorists if I don't fall on the floor, man? Come on.
Yo, Christina's here like, who saved this nigga?
That's a disservice of my brethren. You know, we gotta make it. We gotta make it real. But
okay.
And canceled. Yeah.
Land the plane.
Fantastic. All right.
Freshman clips.
Freshman clips, guys. Check us out over here. We get the best parts of the podcast, like just now, where I made fun of Chris for not being able to get a passport in a hotbed, where he can't be fucking get identified as U.S. citizen.
Shout out to Chris, man.
Shit, you gonna need one soon.
Yeah. And then what else here?
Vlog channel.
Yeah, check out
guys. From behind the scenes, check out the vlog channel. We had a crazy weekend. Drake party. Megan McQueen's party, yacht party. It was insane. Came out from Barbados. Showed you guys the family. Showed you behind the scenes about my lifestyle.
That was great.
Who I really am. You know, how old my mom is, how old I am, how tall my mom is. All that's on the vlog channel. So check it out. 100K on the way. And best of all, if you want to see Myron's hairline, no, I'm just kidding.
No, you guys want to know something funny? Y'all are fucking hilarious. Those were roasted fresh. Like, yo, your mom had you when she was 40. No wonder.
Hey, man, that was a good shot of you. That was a very good.
They were like, yo, this nigga fresh retarded. His mom had him at 40. Now it all makes sense. He can't speak English. Which, by the way, in Barbados, just so y'all know, the official language is English. In Barbados, this nigga still can't speak it, man.
Listen, man.
Hilarious.
At the end of the day, it was a great trip. Surprised my mom. Screw you, nigga. All right, moving on.
No, it's just man. Bro, I've been suffering the whole weekend. I gotta make y'all feel this pain too.
Oh man. And then they start calling the girl a coon and shit.
Oh Jesus!
Come
on, people.
Yeah, they were like, yo, how you with a black man? No, your white card is gone.
You gotta give the whole backstory as to how
okay.
this even got.
Okay.
Stupid white card.
I'll give you guys the cliff notes. First took a white girl with him to Barbados.
That's the best
came
picture
back,
you ever took, right there.
Which is awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then that's the one with his mom, right?
That's the best picture you ever took.
He took a white girl, right, to Barbados with him, and then the white girl comes back and they started roasting her. Hey, you like black guys and all this other shit, and yeah, that's fucking funny shit. I was like, oh shit, man, these guys are ruthless,
man. You told me about this.
Yo, here's the thing: I don't get mad at racism. I accept the fact that they're gonna call me a San N-word. It is what it is. This is the world that we Sandiga, right?
Yeah.
And I play it on Xbox. I know the game. I know what they're gonna say. I don't get offended when they get on there and they be script white power. I'm like, whatever, man. This shit is fucking funny because at this point you can't get mad.
No, you can't.
Yo, someone that can get you mad controls you.
That's true. That's true.
You know, so KKK, y'all can't get me mad, bro.
By the way, Myron controls many females because he gets them hella mad. So there you go.
I do begin. This is true. Okay, and then check me out, guys, on Fed1811. I'm gonna do a breakdown for y'all. I'm either gonna do one of my old cases that I did when I was an agent myself, or I might do. Give me some suggestions in the chat which y'all want me to break down of a celebrity case. I did Tekashi 6ix9ine last. I was gonna do one for you guys this Sunday, but I was too fucked up, man. My face was extra swollen. It wasn't looking too good. So, but other than that, man, we got some special guests in the house besides me roasting everybody. Rollo, man, can you introduce yourself to the people for those?
I'm so sorry by saying your hair looks fabulous, my
Thank
friend.
you, man. I appreciate it.
I did not know you were getting hair replacement surgery. Okay, let me just head everybody off in the past in the chat here. Like, no, I'm not next. Thank you very much. Okay, can we stop there already? I know this. I'm only here to see the hair transplant.
I'll tell you all about the hair thing in a second. I just want to make sure we introduce our guests first.
Exactly. Anyways, I'm Rollo Tomassi. I'm the author of the 5 best-selling books on Amazon. #1 best-selling book in dating still to this day. For the Rational Male, the Player's Handbook, which is the 5th book. And let me just answer the question. Yes, the Audible book will be at the end of this month. Yeah, there you go. So Trey's just about finished with it. We're finishing the audio files and just like the read's done. We're just doing the technical stuff at this point. So I am actually in town for the Rebel Capitalist convention, which is coming up this weekend, which I'll be on. And I will also be on Adam Sosnick's show tomorrow on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So whenever I come out here, I'm like, I do your show, I do his show, I do this show, I do that show. So it's always fun, baby. But
cool. And then we got Dr.RedPill in the fucking house, man. Stand up for Turkey, man.
Turkey.
Before we even started the show, the chat was going crazy. I was like, who are these guys from the Red Flags? They're from Turkey. Yeah, because of Dr. RedPill.
Yeah, man. Yep. So can you just introduce yourself to the people? We know who you are, but they may not know.
Yeah, okay. So I am Dr. RedPill. I'm known as Dr. RedPill in Turkey. I'm a board-certified plastic surgeon. I have a cosmetic surgery practice in the Mediterranean in Turkey. Why am I in RedPill? I got into Rollo's work in 2017, and I met him in 2018 in Orlando in some weird convention.
Yeah.
Some secret convention. I can't remember the name. What was it? I call it the 69 convention, but that's fine. Yeah. So I have my own RedPill channel in Turkey. I have very dedicated followers and who will be following us tonight. And I came here from Pittsburgh. I also have a practice there as well to meet Rollo, and I got invited onto the show, and happy to be here, guys.
There you go, man. Yeah, that's networking, man.
And you know, he made some things happen behind the scenes, which I won't necessarily discuss. But we appreciate and we're happy to have you here.
Yes.
And thank you for enduring all the bad jokes.
International.
Yep.
Yes, it is. And honestly, there were some things that we're going to get into as far as you know, the Turkish marketplace. That's very similar to the United States, which I was actually very surprised about. I mean, I don't know. You know, we'll read the chats real quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into it.
Our nigga Daquan Wiltshire in the chat.
Hey, shout out to you, Daquan.
Donating heavy.
Where's he at? I don't see him.
Oh, he's on the main screen.
Not soon.
He has a couple of chats.
Okay. We got Venom over here. I'm here to see. I'm just here to see what Myron looks like after getting his hair did. All right, just so you guys know, real quick.
Here we go.
I did a natural hair transplant. What that basically does is, and we got the doc here too, as well. If you guys got some questions, it means he didn't necessarily do my hair. I went to another doctor here, guys, in Fort Lauderdale. But long story short, they make a cut in the back of your head, take hair follicles from the back of your head, implant them in the areas where you're thin. So for me, as y'all know, I was losing in the front and then in the crown. So I put the doc put the hairs there. It's gonna grow. It's in the process of growing now. They gave me a lot of local anesthesia, gave me 1 million needles to my head so that it would numb it up, made the cut, all this other stuff. I took pictures of everything. I'm gonna document it for you guys. It is graphic. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's tough. And it was tough the first couple of days. I mean, even now for me to sleep now, it fucking hurts because like the back of my head is like all stitches. I mean, y'all could see it like here. God. Like I know I still haven't gotten the sutures out. So
does that give you the heebie-jeebies?
Yeah, I know, dude. I know it sucks, but you know, it is what it is, man. You gotta make it happen, and you know, you just gotta make it do. Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna cut my head open. I'm gonna go bald, nigga. I'm gonna go bald. I'm saying it right now. I'm going bald, bro.
Fair enough. You'll be bald and can't speak. Fantastic.
I can speak, fool.
S&P down. So it's gonna be fantastic.
Hey man, it's what it is, bro.
But yeah, no. So that's how it goes, guys. It's gonna take me probably. I'm gonna get the stooges out in a couple, like on the 30th, and yeah, and I'm gonna document it for y'all. After like, it's gonna take about 4 months to 6 months for it to like actually fully grow in and everything else like that, and then a year for a full recovery. Doc, was I have that accurate to a degree? I know you don't do hair transplants, but
yeah, I don't do hair transplants, but it's pretty accurate.
That's fairly fine, yeah. That's what basically happened, guys. That's like the easy version of putting it, but it's a natural transplant. So, this is my real hair. I didn't put no weird plugins or none of that other shit.
So no more ball jokes, I guess.
So AstroTurf
in the chat.
Not yet.
No more Myron's hairline.
Well, actually, y'all could still make them for a little bit, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna have the long, luscious hair very soon. Yeah. So let's continue on here. Yeah. NL Coach, y'all got 11K looking at y'all making the dumbest argument ever. K. What? Oh, that was from before Chris. Man, just
that's for the girls.
Today I created a Tinder account for experimental purposes to see how many matches I get as a female. Wish me luck.
Oh, you're gonna get a lot, bro. If you're a hot female, even if you're average.
No, it's a dude. It's a dude. It's homie clicks.
No, get as a female.
Yeah. It's gonna be. You're gonna see, bro. You're gonna see how easy mode. Yo, that's gonna red pill you, bro. It's gonna make you mad. Ricky Webster, I love my Fresh and Fit family. French toast props, dude. Thank you so much. Right. Welcome back, fellas. Hope you feeling all right, Myron. I'm good, man. My face is swollen and shit, but I'll live. Chris, $5. Shout out to the Blues Brothers. Myron hair on point, son. Well, you know, it's here. Are we auditioning for Men in Black with them shades?
Yes.
Yes.
Yo. Will Smith?
No.
Tommy Lee Jones.
I forgot his name. But yeah, you're the white guy.
I get to be Tommy Lee Jones.
No, Fresh to the dog, man.
What? What did you say?
The fucking what's his name?
What?
Yo, you literally. Yeah, we ain't even 5 minutes into the show.
We're gonna go on some missions, K.
Hey, what's up, man?
Bro, nigga, what did you say?
We can teleport and talk at the same time. We can teleport and talk. You're like the
fucking Fresh as Will Smith. Hell no, man.
Yo,
listen, man. Shout out to Will Smith, man. Okay, Chris. Moving on smartly.
Fresh, can you read these sunglasses? I don't know how you do this shit. This is tough.
Derek the Trader, $20 says, "Can you guys fill in Rollo on the Sheikh of Dubai's high-profile divorce? Very interested to hear his thoughts on this topic."
I've had some people email me that. I'm kind of doing some study on it. I will probably actually do a dedicated show about that at some point.
Okay.
All right, there you guys go. Tune in to Rational Mail.
$50. Shout out to you, bro. My contribution to the Fresh and Fit Follicles Fund. There you go.
Follicles.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I paid it upfront cash, but I'll tell you this: I'm gonna lose that hair again. And then we got Daquan Wilshire and the fucking house man goes. Let's fucking go. Appreciate you, my friend. Yo, Daquan, we need you back, nigga. We need you here too to make jokes on you.
He was supposed to be here, but he's being a good father and staying with his kid. Nigga, you need to be here though.
Yeah, you need to be a bad dad, bro. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing, man?
There you go.
And guys, from here, $20 and up.
Okay.
Yes.
My hairline looking sexy. Just some water and. That made sense for you, Chris. It was a one time you could stutter without getting caught, nigga. Yeah, right?
This nigga
I'm on fire.
I haven't heard that shit in a long time.
I don't care what I'm telling you.
Nigga thought he had you right there.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, okay. All right. My hairline looking sexy. Just some water and sunlight. His app will be valid. Yo, did y'all niggas miss us or what?
Oh, geez.
No other podcast is gonna give you guys this level of unprofessional fucking commentary anywhere else, while simultaneously giving you guys some kind of education at the same time.
They've been mourning Fresh and Fit. We're back. We're back from the dead. We're here to stay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dr.RedPill is definitely gonna have to stay over there in Turkey, man. Sorry, bro. We didn't mean to. No, just kidding.
Didn't mean to mess you up.
It goes here. We got $5 from Myron. Had to take a break to spend Father's Day with Myron Jr. Fuck you. Myron, put me on ASAP. You know my hairline doing it. Yo, I'll put you in touch with my doc. I'll actually after the recovery process is done, guys, I'll bring my doc in for you guys. He's a really nice guy. Really good. Are conservative women easier to date than liberal? We'll talk about that today. Myron, go to Dr. Finkenstein from
Myron got the
Dr. Finkelstein.
Oh,
Nightmare
bro,
Before
I'm
Christmas.
sorry, guys. I can't read with sunglasses on. This is tough for me, man. It's dark. I don't know how fresh. How the fuck do you do the show with sunglasses?
I have very good vision, my friend.
Yeah, yeah,
You got my reading glasses.
You can't.
yeah.
So
you go ahead, bro.
We
You got
have
this.
Given Simonis $10 says Chris is breathing hard because he has heart failure and he's intermittent fasting.
Yo, shout out to Daquan, by the way. He said Dr. Finkelstein from Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't finish that. Sorry.
We got Vaughn B $20 says my contribution to the Fresh and Fit Follicles Fund once again. Shout out to you, Vaughn, for that. Joseph 93 $20 says Fresh and Fit all the way. Shout out to my girl Amanda who watches your show and agrees with 99% of the time with you guys. Shout out to her.
Oh man,
Shout out to her, bro.
Billy Bob
You got a good girl.
$30 says this isn't a roast, this is cremation.
And then we got shout out Rollo. Go ahead.
Shout out Rollo, saved my life 4 years ago. Quick question from Myron. I live in a city with high property taxes. Is it worth to get real estate here or go into burbs with a different state? It's like $7,000 a year for a $350,000 spot.
It depends on where you're at, bro. This isn't a real estate episode, but damn.
That's more detail.
That was gonna take a detail. I need way more information
tune
because
into Money Monday.
Money Mondays.
there's some, I need to tune into Money Mondays, bro. I have a whole episode on finding deals and everything else like that. Check it out on our Money Monday playlist. I talk about real estate in depth, man. But that question really depends on where you are. Chris finna slap the top off Myron head after this. Myron came prepared with ammunition for any incoming roast. I'm prepared. Yves Simonis. Be mad. Blame it on the alcohol. This breathing increases as he gets crunk. Rollo, do you recommend using read receipts and text messages, or you recommend having them off and using delivered? What do you do? And this is from Roy Barnes.
Always have them off. Always off.
Okay.
Always off.
I keep mine
Less
on, but that's
engagement
'cause I'm
better.
petty.
Less
But-
I
engagement
keep
better.
mine off too, my friend.
Less engagement better.
Yeah.
Left me hair hanging.
Oh. I see you. You're too dark. I couldn't say you're under the bed dark.
Wait, Rollo, I know you're not hosting me.
I can't wait, bro. This episode already. They're gonna clip the part, the embassy joke with Chris. Oh shit!
Oreo.
Yo, just see how no.
Yo, put him in the middle.
I'm just as white. I'm as white as he is dark.
Yeah. You know what the best part of the show is? I can't wait, bro. They're gonna clip that part when I made the terrorist jokes. Then they're gonna make clips on this and say these guys are fucking racist and all this other
Ethan
shit.
Klein, you're welcome.
We need a viral TikTok person to make us go viral, man. Because
shout out to the F&F gang crew. At this point, it's like it doesn't matter. They're gonna clip and make our shit look crazy. I'm just gonna get a KKK hood and just put it on. And
don't do it.
with the shit.
Don't do it.
They hate us anyway.
Don't do it.
It doesn't matter.
Don't do it.
It's over.
That's don't do
They're
it.
gonna clip our shit, put on TikTok anyway. So it's like,
bad.
what?
Don't do
it. And then, fucking,
This thing wants
I
to go.
fucking-
Nigga, don't do that.
You can wear a hood. I'll go blackface, and you can wear a yarmulke.
Yeah, there you go. Bam. We'll
Get a
really get
trifecta. We gotta get a
canceled.
trifecta.
I'll wear a coon mask. Yo, you know that soap episode with the coon? Okay, I'm gonna go home. Okay, never mind.
Man, this is.
Okay, we'll go back to the
We
show.
might not make it through the stream.
Okay, cool. We'll land the plane. Yeah.
Sorry, Twitch.
Okay,
Cancel Aikido. Yeah, cancel.
Get out of here,
No,
Twitch.
niggas, come on over. Come on over to YouTube. Come on over, guys. Oh,
wild, bro.
Yeah, man.
I tried.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We haven't even gotten into the topic yet.
Oh my.
Hot Life. Shout out to F&F crew. Just got back from Thailand and even
have been
catching up.
on the
show.
show.
Like fresh right now. I can't read.
These three or four want to go back.
Fresh, you got this, man. Take it.
We got Daquan Wiltshire, $50 says he took a girl to the motherland.
A white girl.
A white girl. Yeah, she accompanied me for the ride. Top only 27 Canadian says Myron has been reborn. Goodbye to Bald Island. Okay.
Bald Island.
I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Use Monster Reborn.
Cole Kenneth 13 says $20. Yo, I just got a hair transplant last month too. Looks great, Myron. Quick tip: wear oven mitts at night to prevent scratching. You will scratch your grafts out. See you boys be up. There you go. Michael Mithrop, shout out to you. Like the video.
Like the video.
We got Emery, Turkish Kabali, leader in the house.
Yes.
Okay. Time 25, $100 says the boys are back. Let's go. Road to 1 million continues. Shout out to you, bro. $100. That's a Don DeMarco.
Oh shit, my bad.
We got also DY. I think that's 34 Turkish dollars. Michael Mithrop, Myron looking good. And we have last thoughts. FUE or FUT, Myron? What does that mean?
Oh, it was FUT. I got the cut in the back of my head. It wasn't the FUE. They said my hair loss was too bad for the FUE, guys. So
wow.
Yeah. And then anything else?
20 and up?
Yeah, we're going 20 and up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, what? Here's the last one though.
Okay. Talking Smack, Rollo, Dr. RP, Fresh, got back from vacay. Chris Gann roasted. Myron's new hairline. Glad y'all are back. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, man. Winning $25. It's gonna be sad to see Myron lose all his hair twice if you keep doing after our shows. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna lose it in a year. We had, you know what the crazy part is, guys? I was talking about this shit with my doc when I was getting the hair transplant. I lost more hair follicles being on this podcast talking to delusional women than I did chasing after sicarios and terrorists, and I'm not even kidding around with y'all.
Yeah,
damn.
Like I'm under more stress here with these crazy ass girls than I was fucking hitting houses with like 1,000 pounds of weed in it or some shit like that with cartel dudes literally protecting the shit.
It's a full-time job.
It's
y'all think it's easy.
It's tough, bro.
It's not easy.
It's very tough.
I'm just watching it.
Yeah.
I'm just watching it. I'm like, yo, bro, kudos to you because I personally,
you know what? I can't watch after our shows back. I'll watch it like the first maybe 10 minutes. I watch it.
I don't watch it.
No, I watch it back, guys, only for audio. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch it back to make sure the audio is good, and then like I'll DM like Mo some shit or whatever at 3 a.m, and then other than that, I'll turn off. Bro, I'll start to get stressed because I know how the conversation's gonna go, and I'm still stressed when the girls say the crazy shit that they say. I'm just like, bro, get me out of here.
Well, you know,
like,
everybody scrubs up through the video anyways to see the Frank Castle or like that shit that went on with Tommy Sotomayor or the rest of the stuff that goes crazy here anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we had an excellent week. Spent some time with the fam, dogged out hella 3 or 4s, had a party with the homie McQueen, and then dogged some more 3 or 4s. But now we get back to work. Shout out to Ankle Girl. Let's get it.
Man,
let's go.
Stop.
Who's Ankle Girl?
Today we cook.
It's shout out to Abby, man. It was her.
Oh, the one that they made fun of?
Yeah.
The KK, the clan.
First, I vlogged it, but I didn't show her face. So it's called the Ankle Girl, and then I finally showed her face after.
Hey,
that's when the Klansman came in there. I had her try your race, stupid. I
had her play a prank on my mom saying that she was pregnant. She was hilarious.
Oh shit!
My mom was pissed.
I believe it. I believe it. $20. I'm here for Rollo. Okay.
Sarah Davis.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's shout out to Sarah Davis.
I'm here for you too, baby.
Oh, okay. Infidelity on camera.
Oh God, hey, that's real nigga time. We cheat on this podcast. All right?
We show love. Okay.
We cheat on our girls over here.
Black men don't cheat, by the way. That was something else.
Was I too honest on that one?
Too honest.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Let it go.
Rollo's a loyal man.
Let it breathe.
Rollo's a loyal man.
Nah, he don't cheat. He don't cheat.
Doctor, you have something? You had some, doctor?
No.
Oh, okay. He was like, wait, get to the show. Okay. Y'all know I hate my kids, and that's what the
I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to be the guy to say it, so I'm glad you said it first, bro. I hate my kids. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like I give birth to kids, say I hate you, nigga. Fuck them kids.
These kids grow up Dad, you were such a great dad. And then someone like, you were such a great, like, could you imagine? Like, let's fast forward, bro. Like fucking 20 years or some shit, right? It's like literally like they're walking through the stage, walking across the stage, graduating. Daquan Wilshire Jr. He takes his fucking degree, in engineering, whatever the hell it is, right? And he's like, "Thanks, Dad. I made it because of you. You're the best." And he posts a picture with his dad, right? Posts that shit on Twitter. The internet never forgets, nigga. They're gonna be like, "Oh, really? Your dad's there to graduation? Oh, really? I got something for you." Nigga pulls up this super chat 2022 on June 22nd. Wait a minute, 2022, nigga. When you were, I calculated 7 years old. Your pop said, "I hate my kids." And then your dad's gonna, then his son's gonna walk in. "Dad, what is this?" So he shows a fucking tweet or shows a fucking picture. He's like, "Hey, nigga, come on, man. I was drunk. I was drunk." You imagine the quote, "Come on, man. You gotta understand DSG, nigga. Come on."
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Y'all know I hate my kid. All right, bro. You thinking grab deeper, nigga. You gotta cover graduation with an engineering degree. Like, hey, man, I saw the fucking thing. You never loved your kids. And the way these kids are, ungrateful motherfuckers. I disown you, Dad. You hear about Elon Musk's kid?
Yeah, change your name.
I got that.
Bruh,
That's wild.
He's not sensitive of the genders or whatever. And they said, and also he's an asshole. I don't want to be associated with him. Okay, cool, bro. He hurt your feelings, maybe. But it's fucking Elon Musk, man. Like, what the fuck are you, like, you ungrateful fucking asshole.
What are you complaining about? You got the world in your palm.
So you're gonna get Elon Musk, Daquan, is the main point of the story. Okay? You
Elon Musk.
You want to get Elon Musk.
It's a verb now.
You got DY.
Okay. Where else are we at? I keep it a band with my kids.
Hey, he told them, bro. He told them what it was, so they can't even argue. Hey, nigga, you know what time it was.
You already know.
I busted it up, but I didn't want to have this nut, all right? It's all good.
That wasn't me.
Shaggy, it wasn't me. All right, Fresh. All right, we got DY. We love you, Dr.RedPill. Do not upset the teacher. It's like a joking.
I know.
Are you good?
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
I've just never seen this level of brazen, honesty with your children and not liking them.
To be fair, a lot of mothers feel the same way, but they'll never say it.
They'll never say that.
I hate my damn kids, but he just said it out loud. Shut the Daquan, bro.
In 1080p.
Just forever.
Oh man, we got Cole Kenneth 13 says Myron is Will Smith, Rollo's Tommy Lee, Fresh is a talking pug. Fuck you, nigga. Talking pug. We got $50. Can't He's like, y'all taught me a lot. And Fresh, when are you going to interview your ex-wife? Welcome back, y'all. Nigga, why would I do that, bro? Ben Dior, Myron and Fresh. What kind of watches do you have? And Myron, why the fuck are you using an iWatch?
I have a Rolex. I just didn't put it on. I just forgot.
Rolex.
You got to remember that a Rolex is an investment. That's how you protect your assets. Like, buy a bunch of Rolexes, put them in a bag, and you save your money for the next recession.
Hey, man, recession. You get a Rolex. You get a Rolex. Thank you.
You know I'm right. You know I'm
they
right.
value, man. You get a plain Jane, yeah.
Yep.
Kevin. Okay, Kevin.
Did you go to the natural transplant in Fort Lauderdale with Dr. Hubner?
No. If someone donates $2K in one stream, Myron has to purchase the KKK.
Oh, God.
Yo.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I should admit this.
Do it.
But I look, nigga, I couldn't find it nowhere. I look. When they were coming at me for Black Twitter, I was like, man, I'm about to do it. I'm going to wrestle them some more. I'm not Black allegedly? Okay, fuck it. But I can't find it anywhere on the internet, bro.
We're back, man, in the studio.
Oh, jeez. I'm so glad I got this show. I'm so glad I got this show.
This is so unprofessional. It's fucking hilarious. Yo, and I just thought about this before we get into the fucking show. Now, it hits me. It's always the fucking dudes, right? Mm-hmm. I had a profound moment just now. Like, literally, I just felt like fucking Link, bro. Like, real talk, man. Like, it just hit me while with that super chat with Daquan. The dudes that scream, I love my kids the most I'm never in the fucking kids' fight, nigga. Doing some fuck shit. They ain't around. First name is probably, I don't know, Pookie and or Ray Ray or Jamal. I don't fucking know.
You know what they do? They go on Instagram and make a post. I love my kids.
I love my kids.
Drop that nigga off. Back to real life.
And then we lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when niggas was, yo, it's always dudes that don't take care of that song, their kids that listen to that song every day we lit. Hey, every day we lit. Hey.
My world.
But I'll tell you this though.
So we just had Father's Day too.
With your kid. When you actually are with your kid, you probably are gonna hate them niggas, bro.
Yeah, you will.
So Daquan, you know, bro.
I hate my dog.
Dad, nigga. That's why you hate them,
bro. I hate my dog. I can't imagine having a kid.
He hates your dog.
Yeah,
I hate your dog too.
I hate him too, bro.
But I hate your dog because he's poorly behaved. You ain't even a good dad.
The only reason I come out here, I go, well, you know, Hero's out there. Maybe I will come out
to some level. He's trained.
Hero's like a human.
Yeah, he's like a little
smart
person,
as
man.
a human.
Yeah, man, cut him some slack.
Anyway, I only love my kids because I only see them during the summer. It gives me time to miss them. Okay. So you hate them now. Because you got them.
Oh, yeah, you got them now.
Okay, that makes sense. But it's always the guys that don't take care of their kids that scream the most that I love my kids, bro. But I appreciate you for being a real one and saying I hate my kids.
He's being honest, though.
Yeah.
All right. Topic at hand.
Yeah. Okay. So from this point forward, guys, since we
50 and up, man.
Yeah, 50 and up from this point forward because we're way behind.
Get serious now.
Yeah, we got to get serious now.
Here's the last one.
Chris
Sino Smith, Fresh and Fit, y'all killing it. Stationed here in Japan.
Damn.
But still got to catch up with the knowledge y'all spit. Your efforts are truly appreciated. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you, my friend. And it's a shout out to all our armed forces. I literally just saw the Top Gun movie recently. Fantastic movie. You guys need to go see that shit. It was good. A rare time where in 2022 where they took a movie that was a classic and didn't completely destroy it.
I heard Kelly McGillis is not in it.
Yeah, she's not. and I wonder why. That was a female lead in the old one.
Everybody and their mother's been sending me that goddamn meme about like, 1986 and 2022.
Y'all want to know something funny?
Just stop.
You guys watch your Fresh closely right now? He's you getting that thing? That's exactly what he says to girls when he doesn't care. And/or you mentioned American pop culture. This nigga knows nothing about American movies, bro.
Don't care.
He knows nothing about American movies at all.
I didn't have time, bro. I was fucking hustling, doing my shit, work overtime. I didn't watch movies until now. Keeping it 1,000.
I need to make a list.
Are
of
there
all
movies
the
in Barbados?
American movies
Yes.
you watch.
Yeah. Why didn't you watch movies in Barbados?
I was too busy living life.
Yeah, you were too busy
You
getting
ever seen The
girls. I get it.
Godfather?
I
You
get
seen
it.
The Godfather?
No, he hasn't seen none of
Have
them.
you seen the Blues
obviously.
Brothers?
Yo,
No.
I literally made a
Rocky. Have you ever
reference.
seen Rocky?
That's why Men in Black.
Have you ever seen? Well, I'm trying to think of we got to think some Americana movies to like throw at him.
American Pie.
Bro, what?
American Pie. Pie. I got what else? Blue Mountain State.
What?
That's a show. That's a
Like,
show.
what's
Never mind.
some American movie, like some Americana, like,
No, like,
to
you
live in
just
this
said
country,
Rocky,
you
you
have
said
to
no.
see these movies.
Wolf of Wall Street. I made a Wolf of Wall Street reference. 300. He didn't
Yeah.
know any of them. I was doing this. Nigga was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What?"
It was a while ago.
Yeah. Anyway, the joke
We need
is,
to make a
guys, if
list.
you want to make Fresh uncomfortable, just start mentioning American pop culture. He ain't gonna know it. It's hilarious.
Listen, my thinking is, if it doesn't make me money or increase my knowledge,
Have you seen Coming to America with Eddie Murphy?
I have.
Of course you
I have. That's my nigga. That's my nigga.
watch.
Bro, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing,
Yeah,
sir.
I'll get the white hood.
Okay.
I can't wait. This is gonna be fucking fantastic.
Listen, man. Okay.
All right.
The show.
Yeah, the show.
The show.
Going back. Okay.
The dark future
So the dark future of
modern women.
of modern women. Real talk. So
Amen.
yeah, because here's the thing: when a relationship's tarnish, then both genders suffer. You know what I mean? It's just that my thing that sucks with the on the female side. What sucks for them is they don't see it coming. All right, the men, we can see it coming. That's why we're having a podcast like this. We're having these difficult discussions because we see it coming, but the women don't because they're living life on fast mode. So it's like, oh, whatever, I just do whatever.
They're
the fuck
in
I want.
another dimension, man.
So I guess let's tackle the first topic.
Sure. I wanted to like preface this a little. I always
Please,
preface
go ahead.
all of my
do
shows
it.
anyways, but I wanted to preface this a little bit because you and I were having I and Dr. Oz here were having we were there for like 4 hours talking about this stuff yesterday.
Lots of notes.
Well, and now I'm glad that Dr. Oz, who is a cosmetic surgeon, reconstructive surgeon as well.
Yeah.
So he sees this stuff happen. He's like almost like an expert witness for this show. So that's I'm glad he's with us today. But I was made aware of this phenomenon called Zoom Dysmorphia. Okay, and what I mean by that is there's there's this phenomenon or whatever where women who have like over the course of the pandemic, everybody had to work from home, right? And so they had to do Zoom meetings, or they had to do like, they work remotely from home, right? And so one of the things that happens when you're doing, even a podcast, if depending on the camera, but like on Zoom, they have like that facial smoothing technology that's part of the software, right? Yes. And so you can make yourself like look like an anime character if you want to, but like you could just a little slider kind of thing. And what it made me aware of is that now, as we sort of advance into the 21st century and everything is all about image right now, it's all about perception. So like, what's the number 1 dating app in the world? Instagram, right? And so we always see the highlight reels of my life, your life, women's life, everything else. And so we're always like living sort of this fantasy, this like lifestyles of the rich and famous kind of thing online. And how does that affect us? How does that affect human beings, men and women? But women in this case, because women are very hyper image conscious. So when we look at like, say, an app like Face app, where it like turns you beautiful kind of thing, you can tweak things so you look like you're in Hollywood or whatever is it, the glance, or the square jawline kind of thing, and it will automatically do filter you out for those things. And what's happening here is like, because in 2020 till 2022, we've had this thing called Zoom Dysmorphia. So the Zoom meetings, Zoom calls, women get used to the idea of seeing themselves as this perfect image when they're speaking on video, or they see themselves on Instagram, to the point where it's like the person that you actually see is like almost unrecognizable from the person that you put into your Instagram profiles. And so what the Zoom Dysmorphia is what it's called. I think I've said that wrong. Zoom Dysmorphia. It's almost like body dysmorphia, where people go like, oh, I hate the way I look. I want to go get plastic surgery. I hate the way I feel about myself, and I want to look different. I want to look like that. Now, if you're going to like say a beauty salon, or you're going to go get your hair done, or you're going to get your hair colored, or you want to get a boob job or whatever else, that's one thing. Another thing is, I want to look like the way I look on Zoom. And because we were in the lockdowns and we had to sort of like constantly be online and work remotely, women get used to the idea of seeing themselves in that more perfect look that is courtesy of Zoom and courtesy of these apps right now. And that's why I wanted to sort of bring Dr. Oz into this, because I was asking if he had actually seen things like this, and why is it that women come to you in the first place? Why is it that they're like, what is it that they're seeking? And can you explain a little bit about like your work with like the psychological side of it?
Yeah. So here's the interesting thing. I started out as a reconstructive plastic surgeon doing a lot of microsurgery, but then I started going to aesthetic and cosmetic surgery because that's the demand in my practice in Turkey. What I realized over time is that a lot of the women are not looking to become more beautiful, but they want to become young. Okay. Just like, they want to go back to their image when they're 19, 20, 25. They don't necessarily want to look more beautiful. So even a 70-year-old lady getting a facelift, she doesn't want to look more beautiful. She wants to look young. Okay. So this is what I perceived. And then the youth is fertility. Even if somebody's not that beautiful, I mean, I'm looking at it as a plastic surgeon, obviously. Even if that somebody's not beautiful in terms of perception, when they're young, they are perceived as beautiful. This is very important.
And I think that's did you have anything else, Doc, before
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I just want to add on to what you said, because what you said is extremely profound. And when we discussed this yesterday, I think the audience really needs to understand that when a lot of women come to you, right, as a plastic surgeon, we discussed most of your clients, or your patients, excuse me, are females. So we're talking like about 90% of your patients?
I would say about 95% of my, maybe 90% of my cosmetic surgery patients are females. Yes,
okay, 95%. Okay. So I would say, if we're going to be conservative here, let's say and that's in Turkey, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here in the United States, we know, women also dominate the, plastic surgery field as well. Maybe not 95-5, but maybe it would be, I would say easily a majority, probably 75% or better. And I'm being conservative, saying 75% of the plastic surgery.
80%
women,
probably.
But 80 to maybe, I'd argue it's probably closer to 90, but you know what? Let's be conservative and say 75. It's still a staggering amount that it's dominated by women. And I think that the audience needs to understand the importance of this. And this is going to lead into kind of the overall theme here. When women go to get plastic surgery done, a lot of the time, it's not necessarily to become hotter It's to push back the clock so that they can look more youthful.
They want a
because
time
youthful
machine.
in itself
Yeah.
makes them better. Because you guys know, let's keep it 1,000 here. Most guys will fuck anything, right? Most guys have very low standards when it comes to what's sexually attractive enough. I think that's the most important thing. What's sexually attractive enough for most guys?
Does she pass the boner test?
Exactly. And most women are going to pass, you know? Most guys would sleep with most women. However, most women would not sleep with most guys. And I think most guys need to know that since most women aren't going to sleep with you, right? This is why you need to become the best version of yourself. But on the female side, women know for me to have a fighting chance, it's not necessarily my beauty, it's my youth that allows me to control my value to a degree. And plastic surgery lets you kind of push back the clock. And I think people need to understand that distinction, that it's the youth that they're looking for, not necessarily the beauty. I know some people are going to say, well, Doc, could you explain the BBLs or the boob jobs or whatever? Those are for beauty, not necessarily youth.
So here's the thing about the BBLs. Before going into that, let me explain you the boob jobs. Okay.
Please.
Basically, when you look at a woman, you look at certain places, their butt, their breasts. These are the sexual organs that define not only beauty, but also fertility.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at somebody's butt, you're actually looking for this. Do you think this woman can have childbirth without dying? So you're looking for wide pelvis. Okay, that's the perception in a male's mind, not because it's a really nice butt.
Hips waist ratio.
Exactly. When you're looking at the breast, you're looking for, is this woman be able to breastfeed once the baby is born? So that's the perception of fertility, not necessarily beauty.
I love it.
Is that what's the number one thing you do for women? Is it boob jobs?
I would say not.
Or is it face? Is it facial stuff?
Well, I mean, if you don't consider Botox, and I'll tell you this, Botox is all about youth. It's not about beauty. It doesn't make you more beautiful. It gives you 10 years.
Turns back
It
the
takes
clock.
away the wrinkles on your face. Okay. So that's what it is. So if you don't consider that, I would say, I mean, it depends on the country, the geographic location and everything. But in my practice, probably breast surgery is the number one.
Yeah, even in Miami, man, girls look at it as an investment. They'll literally like save up money or get a sugar daddy to pay for it. And then from there, it's kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a
now
business
can attract people
investment.
to me to either pay my bills or even expand my business, because now I'm invested in myself and they see that from far away. So it's kind of like, it's an investment to them.
And not only that, I think, Doc, I also want you to touch on the differences between the genders. When men do plastic surgery, a lot of the time, it's typically for some type of, how do I say this, functional reason, right? Maybe it's to, stave off some kind of illness, or maybe to allow them to perform better in the world, versus for women, it's typically cosmetic.
Yep.
And for men, it's not necessarily to push back the clock. It's for some kind of functionality. Can you break that down a little bit further for the people?
Yeah. So I can only talk about my practice. But basically, when I do male plastic surgery or male cosmetic surgery, the number one operation is a rhinoplasty. Okay.
And what is that?
Very common in Turkey. It's like you have either a wide nose or a crooked nose or some, yeah. So that's it. But when I do a rhinoplasty, I always do what's called a septoplasty, and that's for functional purposes, for breathing. Usually patients come in, they say, I want to breathe better, but then at the same time I want to change my nose. So when it's or let's say it's a gynecomastia, meaning like you have like man boobs,
bitch tits.
Yeah, so what was that?
In the US, we call bitch tits a lot of the time.
Moves. All right. So I mean, the guys are really they don't want to take their t-shirt off on the beach. So it's almost functional operation for males. They don't want to look younger. There's a certain population of male that want to look younger with plastic surgery, but most of it I would consider functional operations for males.
And then the eyelid one too, right? Isn't there like a big eyelid one that you do fairly common?
Blepharoplasty. It's basically hooding on the eyelids. It probably will prevent you from seeing the sides. Okay, so that's also a semi-functional operation, not only a cosmetic operation. Guys get that a lot too, so that they can drive better in the evenings. You know,
and they have better. And I think that's very important to make that distinction, that like when women get plastic surgery, it's to push the clock back, versus when men get plastic surgery, a lot of the time it's to maneuver better in the world to some degree.
You can say that.
Or for yes, there is a cosmetic benefit to it, but there's also some kind of auxiliary benefit from a functionality perspective. Typically, but for the women, it's typically for time. Sorry,
I think you can generalize that. Like
Generally,
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I think that's very important because that when you said that yesterday, Doc, that like really hit me hard. I was like, damn, that's fucking true. It's not necessarily I just want to be hotter. It's no, I want to be younger.
Yeah. I want to live. I want to have all of the information and advantages I have with age and being a better judge of character and having all of this stuff having the money that I have. I mean, if you were going to get a Lamborghini, right? If you're going to have like some sort or supercar, or you're going to have some money or some affluence and stuff like that, are you going to want it when you're 65 or are you going to want it when you're 25?
Young.
Yeah.
And look, I showed you a girl on Instagram, right? That I asked you how old she was, and you told me, I thought she was like, late 20s, early 30s? Late 20s, early 30s. She's actually 40, but she did surgery.
She looks younger.
Boobs, ass. Yeah. It's like she's 10 years younger. And it's crazy, bro.
And it's for the people that live here in Miami or South Florida, you guys got to remember, like, or New York City or LA, you got to remember, guys, that these major cities are like kind of anomalies when it comes to plastic surgery in a whole, right? Like here, young women will get plastic surgery, right? For a BBL or maybe some lip shit or whatever. But in other places, it's typically older women that get, I mean, what Doc, for your patients, what's the average age of women that come in and get plastic surgery with you?
So, I mean, it depends on the procedure, but I would say it is as young as 18 years old now. Okay. And I think social media and your image on Instagram has changed the perception of self-perception. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's a big problem. Yes, it is good for plastic surgery business, but I think it's a social problem, and I hate to see this.
Okay.
Doctor, do you blame Kim Kardashian?
Do I blame her?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something about that. Okay. Let me tell you something about the BBLs. Okay. I think the amount of BBL they're getting, like the large butts, I think it's a perception of reality. And that is not the human figure. People come to me and ask for that kind of large butt. I don't do that. I mean, that's distortion of human body. I don't think that's
dysmorphia.
It is dysmorphia. That is
so
not
women.
good.
So you're getting younger women coming in, which I'm not surprised because the plastic surgery has become far more accepted now. I remember growing up as a kid in the 90s that if you got plastic surgery, people thought you were fucking weird. But now it's like, it's completely social. I would argue nowadays plastic surgery is 100% socially acceptable.
It's like if you don't have it, what's wrong with you?
Like no one's really gonna like look at you like you're a fucking weirdo. It's extremely common nowadays, especially in the Instagram age. But in the 90s, it was frowned upon. Doc, so you're seeing a lot more younger women coming in, but typically, generally speaking, what would you say the median age is, at least maybe for your practice or what you've seen in your experience?
Well, I would say about between 30 and 50 years of age.
30, okay.
Yeah, depends on the procedure. I mean, plastic surgery and aesthetic surgery is here. It's a good thing, but you really have to keep it ethical, and you have to be an ethical surgeon to operate on these patients.
Yeah.
And I have something to say about what Rollo said about Zoom.
Yeah, please.
Zoom Dysmorphia. So here's what I see. In the past, where there was no Instagram, okay, patients used to come and say, I don't like my nose. I want to change it. Especially this happens with the facial operations. There's a legit problem. There's a lot of hump, and you operate on the hump and you make the nose nice and better. But now they say, I don't like my nose the way it looks on Instagram. Okay, even though there's no problem as a 3D when you look at the patient, they want to look good on Instagram, not necessarily only want to look good in real life. So that's a really hard way to correct, because you have to correct all the shadows. They want to look like exactly how they want to look on Zoom. So
with the facial smoothing and everything else that like makes them look better, like Face App, for example. I want to. One of the things that I hear a lot of like BlackPillers, incel doomers talk about is like they wish their chin cells, right? I don't have a strong jawline, so I'm doomed. I'm genetically screwed, right? And like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the Jawzrsize exerciser where you're chew on it. That like, God, I wish I would have invested in that back in the day. But like that's the degree like where they're like, okay, my genetics are so screwed up that I've got to go and I'm going to looks max myself. And I'm not talking about just going to the gym and doing something, where you're like, getting yoked and you're on Tren or whatever else. I'm talking about like they go to a doctor and then they have themselves like, surgically changed. Also, one of the things I wanted to also point out is this it's kind of tag this onto his point here is back in the 80s and the 90s, we used to hear about bulimia and anorexia nervosa, and you hardly ever hear about that anymore. No one is talking about that. And right around, like, I think it was the late 80s, early 90s, anorexia was a big deal because everyone wanted to make it about men. Oh, men have this unrealistic standard for beauty, and so women are, as a result, they are taking it upon themselves to, like, be bulimic, binge and purge, or they don't want to eat and they're dying from starvation and emaciation because they think they could look like the girl on the cover of Cosmo or Sports Illustrated swimsuit model. Now it's completely opposite. Now it's like we've got body fat acceptance. We got that big Tess Holiday is like, oh, you go, girl, and now so it's kind of like we've switched things around, but yet they still want to look like they look on Instagram, or they want to look as they would look on Zoom with with the smoothing, or they want to look like they do with FaceApp. And either way, no matter whether it's bulimia or anorexia or it's body fat acceptance, so we can be accepting of the fat girl that's on the cover of swimsuit, Sports Illustrated, or we've got women who want to look just like they look on Instagram. It's always men's fault. Because if men didn't want that, if they didn't have this unnatural, unrealistic beauty standards, then women wouldn't have to go to, I love it when we talk about like airbrushing women. Nobody airbrushes women anymore. It's not even Photoshop anymore. It's FaceApp and it's facial smoothing. It's built into the hardware now. It's not like you have to learn how to get a degree in graphic design and Photoshop anymore. You actually have to, all you got to do is press the button and you look like that person. And what happens is, and this is my theory, by the way, and this is just Rollo Tomassi spitballing here, is that what happens is that when women have those pictures, they automatically run it through those filters. They don't think, I look pretty good, just natural, just like that. I think I'm just going to go with that. I think one of the things, and this is, you guys want a game tip and all this, I don't think it's getting nudes from a woman, online is like, I don't think that's spicy anymore. You know what's spicy is if you can find a woman who will give you pictures of her with no makeup on and no filters on. That chick wants to have something. She wants to have your babies.
Yeah. That it's kind of scary that's like more of a indicator of interest nowadays than a girl sending you nudes almost.
Yeah, send me a picture of you with no makeup on your face. Let's see how beautiful you are.
I know girls
that's vulnerability.
Facetune app, bro. Literally, just turn on the app and they take out blemishes, pimples in their face. They whiten their ass. It's like, bro, it's scary, man. They can transform through an app on social media.
If you look at Face app, and I know guys and women use this both, so let's just be fair here, okay? But if you look at Face app, there's like you can go and get your face a little tighter or whatever. They have like the filters where it's like Hollywood 1, Hollywood 5, whatever, the glance, the kiss, that kind of stuff. And then they've got like you can become more tan. It'll do your jawline for you. It'll change your hair color or how the length of your hair color and everything. And what you do is you can make those selections, and then you hold those in sort of like a filter, or writes a little script for it. So all you got to do is take your shot, press one button, and it runs all the ones that you usually use on yourself so that you always look like that. The problem is you don't look like that. You don't actually look like that. So when you're there live at the club or you're on the beach or something like that, and you go, oh, I really wish I looked like that person who is me. I wish I looked like me on Instagram. I think I'm going to go see Dr. Oz and see if I can get something tweaked so that I will actually look like that now.
So I was thinking about this.
It's the new bulimia. It's the new anorexia.
Like this came to my head just now while you were speaking about with the conversation that you were just having, as far as like women want to look like their pictures on Instagram, then they come into the doctor, I want to look like this, because they'll literally come to you and say specifically, right, doc, hey, this is a picture of me on Instagram. I want to look like myself, essentially, because I don't really look like this in person. And so what's happened, as you guys know, we live in to bring this so you guys understand the scope of what the fuck I'm about to say here. We live in an open sexual marketplace, right? It's deregulated. Women can go ahead and get with any guy that they want.
Open hypergamy.
Open hypergamy. Bam. Thank you. So since we live, it's open sexual deregulated marketplace. A woman, right, and a man, you can have sex with anyone as long as they're the age of consent, and they're consenting. Basically, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like no one really cares anymore. Woman on woman, man on man, whatever. It's a fucking free for all.
Anything goes.
Now,
I said dogs.
Yes, I would hope you don't do that.
Yeah.
Now, in the heterosexual sexual marketplace between men and women, the women ultimately choose who has sex, not the men, right? So that's why we have a kind of skewed marketplace where a majority of the women are having sex, but only a minority of the men are having sex when it comes to, you know, overall who's banging, right? So I say all this to say all that to say this. Since we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace, that brings us to something called open hypergamy, which Rollo's talked about extensively. But basically, guys, the girls don't hide it anymore. I want the best and the brightest, and I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I'm entitled to that motherfucker. That's what I want. And that's what we have here in the West in general. Women have extremely high standards on the type of men that they think that they want and that they think that they deserve and are entitled to, etc. I mean, if you guys don't believe me, listen to a group of girls talking to each other, and they're going to tell each other all the time, you deserve the best baby girl, you deserve king, etc., regardless how fat that woman is, etc. You know, it is what it is. We talk about this shit on the pod all the time. I'm not here to regurgitate fucking open hypergamy. What I am here to say, though, is that what we haven't noticed is that open hypergamy actually is a double-edged sword, because what it's done is that even though it's allowed women the ability to market themselves to a wide demographic of men from all over the world of different types of socioeconomic statuses, etc., it's also put them in a somewhat compromising position, because now they also have to compete to a degree with other beautiful women. How do girls spit game? Girls don't spit game like the way guys do. They're not going to walk up to you and fucking approach you. They're going to have to put pictures of themselves or put themselves in a certain position so that men can talk to them.
Yep.
It just so happens that the best one for women is Instagram. And when she's going through her fucking Instagram, guess what she's going to see? She's going to see other bitches that look better than her as she's scrolling up and down, looking through her fucking timeline. A lot of girls follow each other, and I found this very interesting. A lot of girls follow each other kind of
hate follow them.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they hate follow them. Like, oh, like she's so beautiful, oh my God. Or they'll know her profile and they'll show her off like, oh, I want to look like this, etc. Even though they fucking resent that chick, because women know that their primary agency is the way that they look. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we're not like that. If you meet a guy and he's more handsome than you, but you got more money than him and you're just doing better,
There's
who gives a fuck if he's handsome?
other ways
There's other ways for you to compensate. But for women, it's like if she's prettier than you, they know deep fucking down that woman has a bigger advantage than her in the sexual marketplace, and her perceived value is higher. Even though that woman might be a doctor, she might be a lawyer, she might make more money, she might be more successful. Y'all want to see the most resentful type of chick? Look at a woman that earns 6 figures a year, if not more, educated, etc., average looking. She is going to insult every single bimbo that's on a yacht with a millionaire till the day fucking ends, bro. These stupid bitches don't provide anything. They're stupid. They're retarded. Blah blah blah. All this other shit. And they're gonna say that shit because deep down they know, even though they're more successful, they have more accolades, their resume trumps the fucking bimbos, they're never going to be able to compete with that woman in the sexual marketplace, because unfortunately for women, your performance doesn't fucking matter when it comes to biology. And I hate to say that shit. It sounds awful to say it, but it's the
Hit the sound.
All right, we're fine now. I'm back.
Got it?
Yeah.
Click echo cancellation.
I can hear it.
Got it.
Yeah.
They can hear you guys.
I can hear it. 1 2 1 2.
Well, you guys turn on. They can hear you guys.
Oh, put echo cancellation back on.
I mean,
No, leave it off.
No, you have to have it off, or you have to have it
All right.
on for.
He says
us
sounds
talking,
good.
Off when we do video.
Okay, good.
Okay.
well, Mo was saying static, so
What was that?
so Mo was saying if I put it on, it's gonna have static.
Oh, well.
Okay.
We'll leave
All
it for
right.
now.
Yeah, we'll just leave it for now. All right,
back,
sorry
guys.
about that, guys. Holy shit. As you guys can see, this is why no one does live podcast.
It's a live podcast, bro.
Yeah, we do it live, guys. So
Now we're good.
sorry about that. So going back to what I was saying, I was on a bit of a rant there. But I'll just sum it up for y'all. The cliff notes on it. Basically, what's happened is we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace. The deregulated sexual marketplace, right, has led to women exercising open hypergamy because since we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace, they can mate with whoever the fuck they want anywhere in the world. That's why girls put sexy pictures of themselves on the internet all the time on Instagram, etc., and it's completely socially acceptable. That's fine. However, open hypergamy has also come with a con that they might not necessarily see, which it just hit me now, which is this. Since there's open hypergamy and women are able to compete for the best guy openly via the internet, they're also able to see all their competition now. And by being able to see all their competition, they're going to see prettier, more attractive, more fit women out there. And what does that do? That creates competition anxiety for that woman. What does she do? Then she's running around editing her pictures, etc., going to Dr.RedPill. Hey, I need you to do XYZ surgery on me. I need you to make me look like this woman on my own Instagram, who I no longer look like or I don't look like because I did a bunch of filters. So open hypergamy has actually hurt women to a degree as well because it's forced them to live up to an image that they can't necessarily live up to every single day. Okay, guys? And I think that's a very important distinction to make as well. Anything you guys want to add to that?
Yeah, I just gotta say, man, regarding this whole social media, episode here we're going through, we all know this for a matter of fact. The biggest dating app is Instagram. And your best bet as a guy, well, first off, make sure you FaceTime every single chick because if she look like that on Instagram, you got FaceTime her so you know in person what she looks like.
Yeah,
but secondly, is to have a character or profile that's gonna be solid because guys, we're playing the game on hard mode because with social media, they got many options that you as a guy, bro, you need your shit on point. So
I was gonna say there used to be a time like back in like say the early 20-teens, right, where we would go and we'd go on like Match.com or we go on like Plenty of Fish or you go on like it was about like a dating site rather than a dating app. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you would go through this. Are we good?
We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, you would go through this. You go through this process of writing out your profile and what am I looking for? Who am I? Like it's very insightful. Well, who am I looking for? Right? And you go, here's what I like. I like long walks on the beach. And I like dogs and puppy dogs, and I want to have kids in the future. And you know all this other kind of stuff where you'd write this whole big profile. And it was kind of a little bit more cerebral, right? You had to actually think about what it is you were looking for and who you were as a person. Like remember how you guys have the girls on here and you say, what do you bring to the table? There used to be a time where you used to have to put what do I bring to the table in your dating profile, right? Okay, so all that shit died right about 2015, 2016, 2017. And you know what took over? This took over right here.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's no longer I'm going to write this really deep, involved profile about myself and put a few pictures up on Match.com. It's hot, not hot, hot, not hot, not hot. And all it is just about perception. And all it is about imagery right now. And that's what comes back to Dr.
Let
Oz
me add to
in
this as well. Go ahead, Doc, and then I'll go after you.
Well, let me
please.
tell you something. Let me tell you something about the spending habits of women in the last 2 years in terms of cosmetic surgery.
boy.
Okay.
Oh.
Now we had COVID. Okay, and my practice in Turkey, unfortunately, Turkish economy is going down a little bit. Okay. Well, plastic surgery business is booming, even in bad economy, even in COVID. You want to put money aside for future if there's any problem. No. Women are spending money on cosmetic surgery, nothing else. They're getting bank loans to spend on their faces, their butts, economy is going down. You want to, save your money. Nope, they're not. They're not putting that money into their education. They're not putting their money into their children, married woman. They're putting money in their
bodies.
cosmetic surgery.
Do you know
That's it.
why? It's because it's an investment. Think about it. If you're a regular chick, right? You get on the street, you make it hollowed out like maybe 2 times, 10 times maybe. But if you got BBL or you got, tit surgery done, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get way more offers. And then secondly, when you post on Instagram, dudes that were not gonna hit you up before, like, damn, who's that? They see the titties, see the ass, see the face. Oh, it's different now. It's lit. That's the archetype I want. I'll fly her out. And as a result, you got all this attention. Is like, okay, one guy's paying your bills, one guy's maybe paying for school, and before you know it, you got 4 or 5 guys.
You're crowdsourcing your life. You're crowdsourcing your life.
An investment that you put into your body. You can post on social media, in person. And I had a girl tell me, right? She told me before my BBL surgery, I literally was with guys that I didn't want to be with. Now the BBL, I have way more options, and the guys that I actually want are hitting me up because guess what? Who doesn't like a big butt? So overall, it's an investment, man. It's sad, but it's an investment.
Yeah, I was going to say the other thing is, like, I always say this joke. Everybody knows what I'm going to say, right? There's a reason why they call the store Forever 21, not Forever 41.
Right.
Because they want a time machine to go back to when they were 21.
Yeah.
And I've said this as well. If you want to make $1 million in the upcoming, horrible recession and the worldwide collapse that's supposed to be coming, want to make $1 million, invest in any technology or any kind of branding or anything that gives women the appearance of, like, FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Give them anything that pretends or at least convinces them that their sexual market value will be evergreen. Okay, so freeze your eggs, ladies. Here's Elon Musk talking about, like, oh, we're going to give you like stipends to go across state lines in case you need to get an abortion or whatever. Anything that prolongs women's sexual market value or the agency that comes from their sexuality. If you can say, you know what, it doesn't matter how big you are, sexy at any age, sexy at any size, sexy at whatever, as long as when you hear people trying to change the game with respect to, like, what men ought to find attractive and arousing in women, like, it's like, you should find fat women. I know how crazy that makes you get, right? but think about it. What are they trying to do? The reason it makes you crazy is because they're trying to gaslight you into believing that the world is really not what the world is, and you should be ashamed of yourself for being aroused by a girl with big tits, blonde hair, blue eyes, nice ass, whatever, long legs, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.